A lot of my upbringing kind of caused me to be turned away from church, and I didn't really enjoy it. I didn't like it. I didn't feel like it was relevant to me. And so I kind of kept that mentality all the way up until I moved to university here in Winnipeg. And I remember the first Sunday that I was out here, I was thinking to myself, I should really check out a church out here because I've never been to anything other than, from my small town. I remember pulling up into the parking lot, and then there's these guys with vests waving their crazy batons and guiding me in, and they're smiling, they're laughing, they're having a great time. It was funny because I've kind of grown up with a sense of, only organs and hymns, no jumping, no clapping, no getting into it. That's just weird. You don't do that. It was just so passionate. And that's the first thing I remember about that is they were so into it. They were so passionate, and they just didn't care what other people thought about them. They were there to worship God and to be with God. And I just remember leaving that church, and I was just so blown away, so impressed by the whole experience. But, unfortunately, I wasn't at a point in my life where I actually wanted to keep going back consistently, even though I was really impressed. I felt like I did get caught up in the university life. Living in a dormitory at university, there's a lot of parties and a lot of culture that is really expected of you. I think that the turning point in my life was when actually I met my fiance at university. At the time, I met her, we just became friends, and we started having some discussions. And it was cool because even though she wasn't a Christian, she'd always said that, I feel like there's something more out there. I feel like there's a higher power, and there has to be a God, So we started talking about it, and we thought, we should go check out a church, and we should start going to a church. That would be really great. And then when she asked the question which church we should go to, the first thing in my mind that came up was Springs, because I had that great positive experience years back, and it was still fresh in my mind. It was still vivid. It was such a great atmosphere, great people, and we just never looked back. We both attended the Getting Connected course, and we started volunteering right away. And I love that, we can start a family, and we can build it in the church, and we can see our kids raised in Springs, and they can get the same benefit that we both got from going there.